I'm so glad that Austin exists because what they're talking about right now literally sounds like having hemorrhoids to me. That's why we need producers. They're talking. It's like oh shit.
Nicotine.
Tastes like the Jersey Shore. Oh my god. Well, what were we talking about?
Talking about
Goldfish.
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 It's the best bass bait ever.
I know, right?
Oh,
So good.
you
It's
feel
illegal.
Oh, big time, but you want to catch a 10-pounder, you got to do what you got to do. We never did the dang intro here. This would be a good time for it.
When I walked past all these people, I could tell that they were fishing for this big snook that they could see out in the distance. It was a huge snook. I mean, 40 inches at least, right? So they're fishing for it. They're throwing everything they can possibly think of that they got, you know.
Were they Asian?
I mean, possibly some of them.
Bruh, that's why I'm laughing. They can't fish, dude. They do, we put the steel leader.
Yeah.
Fucking weights are flying, hitting the snook in the head. But why can't I catch it?
I mean, one thing with the big snook is you got to know they've seen a lot of things in their life, and they don't.
I bet.
They don't get fooled easily. So, the first thing I do is I walk to the end of the pier and I throw my cast net, and I ended up with like 3 baits in it. One of them happened to be a pinfish that was like the size of a hat. Like, it was huge. It was
So
literally
one of these
huge.
ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was bigger than my hand, for sure.
Oh my god.
World record pinfish, right? To catch a world record snook. Well, not really, but, you know.
Close.
I didn't know.
100 inches off.
So, I immediately
My britches.
throw the other 2 baits in the bucket with water, and I put the pinfish on my hook. And I walk down to the pier, and I'm like, all right. You know, not trying to be cocky, but I said, all right, watch out. I'm about to catch this snook. And I ended up casting my bait, you know, like.
I'm gonna catch it, the fucking snook. God damn. Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill you, goddamn Italian piece of shit, for trying to catch my snook. They're pissed at you.
Yeah, they probably pissed. You know, some people stopped, some people didn't, you know.
They got buckets of fucking mudfish they're taking home.
Mudfish. So
what happened then?
I casted my bait, you know, big ass pinfish. I casted it like 6-8 feet in front of this snook, and you know, as soon as it hit the water, that snook it immediately gravitated towards it. Like,
What did it sound like though when it hit the water? I know it made a sound if the pinfish.
it didn't hit the top. Oh, the pinfish?
Yeah.
When the pinfish hit the water, it sounded like a whole damn fish hitting the top of the water. Like
That slap.
Yeah, big ass slap. But it was just like amazing how deliberate this snook's movement was. Just immediately towards that shit. Like immediately. And then, you know, I'm fishing a medium heavy rod, but this snook, you know, could definitely take me for a little bit of a ride. So
Damn.
it hits my rod. Honestly, that was the hardest hit I've ever felt on anything inshore in my entire life. My rod was just sitting there rattling for like 3, 4, 5 seconds. And when I started to tighten up on this fish, it immediately came right back at me and underneath the pier.
Oh man.
Got me all tangled up, right? If I were to leave tension on the fish, it would break my line on one of these sharp barnacles or whatnot. So I ended up opening my bail and letting the fish just take line. Took all my valuables out of my pockets, jumped in the water and had somebody hand me my rod. I weaved through the same pilings underneath the pier that the fish did to get.
Dodging the bull shark. No.
No, possibly. You never know. It was nighttime.
Bro, oh my God. And it was at night?
Yes.
Fuck you.
So I got out on the other side. I started swimming to shore as I was getting tight on the fish again, and luckily she was still on.
Ooh, she.
Yeah. When they're that big, they're always females.
Got that row in them.
Potentially.
Oh.
Luckily, she swam off fine. But I brought her back in, and, fish ended up being maybe a 16th from 40 with a pinch tail.
Oh,
so
boy.
the guesses were pretty accurate with 40-inch fish.
Nice.
But, yeah, if you want to check out the video, see the fish, look up Huge Snook at Low Tide. It'll be by Kendall Barnes. So...
No, we gotta say who the fuck we are.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
it is. So, as always, Rick Russo here. Today, for the first time ever, we got Mark D'Amico on, a.k.a. Snook Addict. And the whole reason I even thought of doing the intro was because of his snook story. This guy loves chasing snook down and molesting them. And then we got fucking... Pert on the fucking keys. He's you might see him, you might never see him, and he's just the genius behind the sound, the video, the editing, the shit that a fat fuck like me can't figure out. Because my frontal lobe is kind of, it's no longer there.
Where'd it go?
I think it went to my nutsack because those are getting longer. So at this point, now that I'm 32, every time I go to take a shit, it's the first thing that hits the water before my ass cheeks hit the toilet. So,
Oh my God.
that's a dope fishing story, though.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I just like to introduce everybody, man, because this is, Suitcase City Podcast, the best podcast ever in Tampa. We're going to do a lot of fire shit. But for fishing... Damn, my story's probably not as good, but it was probably the biggest fish I ever caught. And we went out of Cape Canaveral. It was my dad, me, Uncle Nelson, and one other, Goomba. It may have been my nonno before he passed away. And we go out there and we were chasing tarpon. And so we go out there, we catch one net of bait early in the morning, like 6 a.m., We're out on the water. We're already to the bait spot, and it's right next to one of those huge. It's not a buoy. What are those things out there? They're like markers, like those little
Like
towers.
a big tower.
Yeah. And so we're just there, and it's a little choppy, and he throws one net, and he pulls it up, bro, and it's loaded with just huge greenies. So he loads them all on. He had a couple crabs, too, just in case, but we just went out to his spot, and we were out there fishing for a while, and then I hooked into the first tarpon. And I fought that tarpon for like 30 minutes. And I'm getting this tarpon in. And it's almost all the way in. And I'm like, fuck yeah, we got it. And I'm reaching over the boat to go and fucking see this thing. And it takes off again. And my hand was on the line.
Oh, no.
So, sink. I'm leaking. My left hand's leaking a little bit. So, but I picked the rod back up. I sat my fat ass back down in the chair. And I had to fight it again for like another 15 minutes.
Alright.
And then we got that bitch back in, but I was bleeding everywhere. And I thought something bad was going to happen, so I was a big pussy. And I didn't want to reach back over. But I think that's the biggest fish I ever caught. As far as the craziest story, though. Ooh. I got to think about that one. It may have been the time, damn it, Indian Rocks, when me and Casey Crowley swam across this fucking embankment where all, like, the boats were to get across the side. But there were all these mangroves. So we were trying to get to the other side so we could fish because there was shit happening over there. So we get all the way and we're swimming and Mikey's like, hey, Mikey Corso. That's where old Hitler's been seen. And I'm in the middle of this fucking thing. Now, anybody from fucking Florida knows old Hitler real or not, is like this legendary huge hammerhead. So I'm thinking I'm about to die. So we continue to swim across this embankment. And I get across, and we're fishing, and we're fishing, and we're fishing, and my knees are cut up from the fucking oyster bed in front of the mangroves. And I walked on it, and I'm cut up. And I'm trying to fish. Bro, and I finally catch something.
Yeah.
Bro, and I'm fighting it, and I'm fighting it, and I'm fighting it. It's choppy as fuck. And I finally get it. And guess what it was? No, a ladyfish about this big. All that work for a fucking shitting ass ladyfish.
Oh man. Well, you could sell it to the Asians, and they love making fish balls out of
They
it.
give you about $1 for a whole ladyfish. Yeah, he's trying to get to his arms. Yeah. Is this thing still on? Nope. What is it up there? Is it working now? So like that noise that we always talk about that's commonly used in Hollywood.
Oh, when people are dying or they got, missing body parts in war movies and stuff like that.
Yeah, like Hacksaw Ridge, Saving Private Ryan.
All the scary movies where somebody's being chased.
It's the same noise.
Right? What does it go like? It goes like...
So it's like there's a guy just crawling on his legs and on his body. He's going through the Viet fucking jungle, and just boom, his fucking arm gets blown off, and it lands right in front of him, sizzling. And he's just crawling to it with the rest of his body like a worm, thinking he's gonna somehow attach it because he's in such psychosis. And he just makes this belch that goes, yeah, 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 yeah. This one time I was at this Christian rehab, and I'm pretty sure this guy was pillaging another guy's asshole. And it was his first time of getting entered inside of.
Oh my god.
And you just heard this belch coming out of that broom closet. Yeah, my ass. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Shit.
How's that?
I'm sure you told somebody.
Yeah, I told everyone. No, I didn't. I'm Sicilian.
Wait until the next morning.
No, I didn't say nothing. It's not my chance, not my problem. That's what I say.
Not ever. No way.
You know where I come from, that gets you killed.
I'm gonna give you till the count of 10. You filthy animal. 1, 2, 10. I said the line wrong.
I'm gonna give you to the count of 10 to get your ugly, yellow, good for nothing keister off of my property before I pump you full of lead. 1, 2, 10.
Oh my god.
Take that, you filthy animal.
Dude, someone told me that at work because I was doing these impressions of the Asians. And then I was switching to Indian. Because, like, when I get bored on the phone, and, like, God, I hope my manager doesn't hear the... He will. And that's fine. And that's good. and it's from the Lord. But like when I get bored at work and nothing's really happening, I switch my voice. Like dead ass. I switch my voice to fucking just ring ring. Just you pretend I'm calling you. Pretend I'm calling you. Ring ring.
Hello?
Hello, this is Bob over at Serrero. Is Mark D'Amico there?
Yes, this is him.
Oh, hey, Mark. I'll just give you a call today. And I'll just talk to him straight up like an Asian. I can do Adolf pretty good.
I bet you can. Let's hear it.
Okay. Eit mit Freizeichen mit Student at Rosen a 999, and that's pretty good. That's before the meth kicked in.
Yeah. You got it with the meth, too.
No.
No, I'd have to do it. I'm not gonna get demonetized. Yeah, I probably will because I'm gonna show my butthole at the end of this.
Oh, shit.
Give us a heads up.
Well, if anyone's ever seen, what are those fucking huge man-o-wars? Those huge man-o-wars
Oh,
that float in the
Portuguese
Atlantic?
man-o-wars?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what my asshole looks like.
Oh, no.
Yeah, ballooned.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down.